So I want to talk a little bit about student aid. All right. I want to talk about the student aid guide from 2025 to 2026 via that's Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency. Okay. This, my friend, is the key to you being a Coursera EDX student to you actually graduating with the multitude of people who are walking across center stage universities of America. Now, don't get it confused. Coursera, if you take high enough credit courses, you're still going to need financial aid, especially if you don't pay for it yourself. Obviously, that's the only way to go. But don't let me tell it. Let's dig into the Student Aid Guide 2025-2026. About FIA, Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency. FIA was created by the Pennsylvania General Assembly in 1963 to provide affordable access to higher education for PA students and families. Through the years, FIA has evolved into one of the nation's leading providers of student financial aid services, including the Commonwealth state-based student loan program, PA Forward. FIA also serves millions of students through guarantee servicing, financial aid processing, and other programs. FIA's earnings are used to support the agency's public service mission and to pay operating costs, including the administration of the PA State Grant Program and other state-funded student aid programs. This contribution from FIA saves the Commonwealth millions of dollars each year. FIA continues to devote energy, resources, and imagination to developing innovative ways to ease the financial burden of higher education for students, families, schools, and taxpayers. FIA conducts student loan servicing operations nationally as American Education Services, AES. Okay. First, you're going to want to get the guide online. Get a digital copy of PA Student Aid Guide at fia.org/college-planning/student-aid-guide, spelled grammatically. For easier access to videos, links, and resources, and I'm going to show you right here, E, so you can see it yourself, not just by verbatim, but literally by the words that you see on the screen right now. Okay? All you got to do is pause that, copy it down, and use your laptop or your cell phone, and you can get the guide online, and you'll be started right away. Second, let's look into the contact info. PA State Grant and Special Programs and PA State Work Study. You have granthelp@fia.org. That's the email. And then we have the number on your rotary or otherwise phone. That would be 1-800-692-7392. Again, that's 1-800-692-7392. And otherwise, touch-tone phone, dial 711 if for the hearing impaired. Grantusvia.org/grant us, and the rest are the words that you see on the screen right here. Pause that, you copy that down, and you follow the simple steps, and you'll be talking to somebody who can lead you further into the assistance of getting yourself a healthy education. Okay? Let's look at the table of contents for a minute. We're not going to go into this too much further. We generally covered the bases, and you could pretty much get around the bases the rest of the way yourself. But I want to talk a little bit for now about find your financial fit, know the cost, how to estimate costs, compare financial aid offers, how to pay for college, state aid, state-based aid requirements, PA state grant programs, which brings us to this third book, I believe, since I've been here today. This is a book that is going to help you out tremendously. Scholarships, grants, and prizes. We're not talking loans, we're talking grants. And when you talk grants and prizes and with scholarships on top, it don't get any better than that. You're talking all the way up. So you look in this book, and I'm gonna assume that there is, for every state, for every city, for every major, for every profession, the resources that you and I are looking for, and two heads are better than one. If you are a serious study partner and would like to study beyond criminology or kinesiology, my minor, and you're just looking for a study partner, somebody to spend time with during the day to help you carry your books, I'd rather go half on a book than a baby. Say yes, don't say maybe. 412-297-9085. stackbooksfoundation@gmail.com, but that email is a little bit flooded right now, so I still have to delete a bunch of stuff. So just text. The DM is Anger Management TV on Instagram. You know what it is. The name on Facebook is AARAO space CORNELIO. Aarao Cornelio. Don Corleone is only a doing business as for when I do on stage security as a security guard for performers who are amateurs, hopefully something more in the future, and also for all things forensics lab to doing business as. My actual government name is Aarao Cornelio. So I only accept people as a friend on Facebook if you want to help me graduate, if you're a study partner, basically if you're a college student that doesn't just want to talk partying, that wants to talk graduating and passing classes so I can get there with the rest of the world at some point. But let's get back to this book. Um, First thing I see right off bat, page 39, we opened it up right there. You have the Hub Foundation scholarships, 104, that's a 20 grander right there. The highest dollar amount. Okay, and it's on page 104. We're going to look at that in a minute. Right now, we're on page 39. The lowest dollar amount is 5 grand to 20 grand. Okay, and this is for African studies, anthropology, ethnic studies, art, history, Asian studies, child and family studies, foreign language, history, international migration, international studies, journalism, and law, which is right up my field, legal services, literature, English, writing, Near and Middle East studies, political science, poli-sci, which is right up my alley, psychology, forensic psychology, right up my alley, religion, theology, social sciences, and women's studies. This is all right up my alley. So I'm going to go from page 39 to page 104. You journey with me as we look into this. The highest dollar amount, 20 grander. Lowest dollar amount is 5,000 grander. Let's check it out. The Hub Foundation scholarships, page 104. Okay, so I literally opened this book up and it just went straight to that. I wasn't planning on that. It was just right there. Also, some people say the United Negro College Fund is dried up, and I think not. I mean, you just try. It's best to try. It's right there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But that's on page 103. Let's go to 104. Okay. hubfoundation.org. Hub Foundation scholarships. Hub Foundation accepts scholarships, applications from graduate and undergraduate students with a 3.5 grade point average who study Islam and Muslims in the field of Islamic studies, religious studies, comparative religious studies, Near or Middle Eastern studies, Central and South Asian studies, African studies, sociology, okay, getting a little warmer now, anthropology, political science, how you doing? Law, how you doing? Media or journalism. So that's just right up our alley right there. Political science and law. That brings us to where we need to be dialing the 7 digits or the, whatever, however many digits this is going to get us the phone, somebody to answer and say, how you doing? For application deadlines and more information, visit https://hub-foundation.org/scholarships. Academic fields, career goals. African studies, anthropology area, ethnic studies, art history, Asian studies, child and family studies, foreign language, history, international migration, international studies, journalism, law, legal services, literature, English, writing, Near and Middle East studies, political science, psychology, religion, theology, social sciences, women's studies, award. Scholarship for use in junior, senior, or graduate years, not renewable. Okay. Applicant must be enrolled or expecting to enroll full time at a full 4-year institution or university, available to U.S. and non-U.S. students. Application requirements. Application form may be submitted online at www.hub-foundation.org/forms/scholarship-application. Essay, 1-page description of your major, thesis, or dissertation. Recommendations or references, resume, deadline, continuous. So up until this point, um, it's still there, available. Now, I'm going to show you something after I tell you this contact. That would be Zachary Markwith, Executive Director, phone number 925-271-5332. Email information at hub-foundation.org. Now, when you're looking up these grants, you really don't want to be posting this and uploading it so everybody can have a chance to do the same thing as you, unless you have a big heart like me and you wear it on your sleeve, or you're just looking for people to join your student organization. This is acceptable. Okay. Okay. But this is the show, Donnie's Talks, and this is not only Think Like a Cop, this is Think Like a Doctor, Think Like a Lawyer. This is the Diary of a Law Student. And it's a day in the life of. Why not add some authenticity and take you along the journey? Come on, let's go. All right, so let's see. We're gonna look up this guy and we're gonna see, because what I wanted to show you also after I showed you the contact is scholarships, grants, and prizes 2020. Okay, so that is 5 years dated. So we're gonna call, because they could have came up with a new volume and the new volume says dry. We're gonna call. We're gonna find out so we can be properly informed. You're gonna bear with me a little bit. This phone takes a while. It's a little bit retro. In fact, we're going to pause and upload this video. We're going to be right back after we say shalom.